Assalamu alaikum everyone, peace be with you guys. Welcome back to the umMah channel. Ramadan is coming up really fast, and with quarantine and coronavirus, we're gonna have a very different type of Ramadan. But we need to try to take advantage of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala present to us. And I think that one of the best ways to take advantage of this Ramadan is by reading the Quran in a language that you understand. And I know that, we hear it's better to read the Quran in Arabic, and you lose a lot of meanings if you read translations, and a lot of that is true, but I want to tell you a story that would help you understand why I think it's better to start off reading the Quran by a language that you understand. I used to read the Quran in Arabic, and I used to read it a lot. I remember in one Ramadan, I finished it one time. The Ramadan after that, I finished it twice. The Ramadan after that, I finished the Quran within 1 week. And I felt so proud of myself to be able to do that. But if you were to ask me, did you understand anything that you read? I would tell you no. It became more about quantity instead of quality, where I was just reading through it fast and I didn't understand what it was saying, but because it was in Arabic, because it was in the divine language, there was some pride to it. So one Ramadan I decided, I'm going to read the English Quran this time. And when I did that, and I was able to understand what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was telling me, I fell in love with Islam even more, and I built a relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even more. I increased my faith. I jumped into wanting to understand the commentary. I wanted to read a hadith about the Quran. I wanted to jump into the stories even more because I was understanding what I was being told. I was understanding what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was communicating to me. And I realized that when you don't understand what God is saying to you, it's a lot harder to build that relationship. It's a lot harder to accept it. Imagine if you're giving da'wah to someone who only speaks Urdu or who only speaks Arabic in English. Imagine giving da'wah to a Spanish-speaking person in Arabic rather than Spanish. You wouldn't be able to communicate anything to them. They wouldn't be able to understand anything from you. That's why it's important when it comes to giving da'wah, you speak in a language that person understands. It's the exact same thing we need to do with the Quran. We need to read it in a language that we can understand it. And yes, it's true, there's a lot of meanings that are lost within translation, but the big picture is still understood through these translations. And we should be reading the Quran in Arabic. We should be learning the Quran in Arabic. But the starting point is reading the translation. And then you jump into learning the Arabic. Once you build that connection between the translation and the actual terms, you understand Arabic even more because you understand it in your mother tongue. And again, you build that relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even better, even stronger, because you understand the big picture. And when you're learning more of the Arabic, you understand the more details. And inshallah Rabbil Alameen, the closer that we are with the Quran, the closer we are with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.